I'm excited that we're back once again. We're doing another daytime episode. I kind of like these daytime episodes. How do you feel about that, Julie?
This is kind of when my energy falls throughout the day. I'm definitely an evening gal,
Yeah.
but I'll oblige.
I did see you just shotgun an energy drink before.
I need it too.
Yeah, I get that. Listen. Garrett's back. I'm excited. Garrett's back running behind the board there. You're not sick of my dad jokes yet?
No, we're so back.
How did our boy Tyler Cartwright do this past weekend?
I don't know. I actually forgot
The sign spinner. The sign spinner of Fremont Street. There was a big sign spinning competition for those of you that missed out on last week's episode. And we were supposed to have Tyler Cartwright on, but he ghosted us.
Yeah, it said I couldn't message him.
He left us on. He probably blocked us.
He probably did.
I don't think he liked Julie's jokes about sign spinning. I think he takes that very seriously.
Yeah.
Well,
we could just blame Julie.
Usually.
Typical.
Yeah.
It's usually safe. But more importantly, we have a guest here today. Ryder Warbrick is here with us. First of all, I have to ask, is that your real name?
Yeah, that is my real name.
There is no way that is a real name. You have like a mama Warbrick and a daddy Warbrick and all that?
Yeah.
Grandpa Warbrick? When I was younger, I had a speech impediment. I couldn't pronounce my R's or my S's. You would have been my worst enemy.
Yeah, you would have been totally.
I would have had Julie do the intro.
Yeah, I was told I had the exact same thing too.
Really?
So
How old were you?
Ryder Warbrick.
Yes. That's exactly.
Warbrick.
I couldn't pronounce my R's. I couldn't pronounce my S's. But no, excited to have you here. You are the owner of Only Dwarfs, which caught my attention. Before we jump into who you are, what you do, I want to learn a little bit more about you. For those of you that are listening at home and don't have the opportunity to see this, how tall are you, Ryder?
I'm 4'7".
4'7".
Yeah.
So you are legally, like, what's legally the limit for that?
So for being a dwarf,
Yeah.
it really depends. Some people say under 5 foot,
Mhm.
right? But for the most part, it's just you have to have like dwarfism, which
Okay.
is there's like 250 types of it.
Okay.
So that's big. So it's like sometimes people would look like just smaller humans, right?
Okay.
Some people have shorter arms and legs. Some people are like 2 feet tall. Some people are like 4'10" to 4'11", which is the tallest I've ever seen.
Uh-huh.
And they still had the same type of dwarfism as me. But it's like you technically wouldn't be a dwarf if you're just like a tiny little Latina grandma or like a Filipino grandma. You're not a dwarf. You're just short. Yeah.
Just short.
You're just
Gotcha.
like really tiny because there's a lot of like Latinas and like Filipinos who are just like they'll be like 4'10" to
Right.
4'11", and it's like
That's so funny.
they're not dwarfs.
Explain what Only Dwarfs is for somebody that is hearing this for the first time.
Yeah, so we're not an OnlyFans thing. We do have a lot of talent on our roster that do OnlyFans, and
Mhm.
we'll help out with the content portion of that and other stuff like that.
Mhm.
But for the most part, it was just a joke on the name,
Yeah.
Only Dwarfs, OnlyFans. But we are a dwarf entertainment company, which means you could book all of our talent, which we have a list and talent roster of all of our talent on our websites and Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
And you could book us for basically any type of entertainment, parties, movies, TV shows. We're a talent agency for the most part.
Are there other qualifications that you're looking for with your talent other than just having dwarfism?
We do require that you are, I would say, more extroverted.
Sure.
Because we can't send a leprechaun to a bar and they kind of just like sit in the corner.
They're
Right.
so shy all night.
It's like we want you guys to be fun and party, but it's like also these places that we're sending our talent to. It's like most people don't get paid to go there.
Right.
They have to pay to get.
Right.
They have to pay to go there.
So help me out with this, and I want to make sure I'm respectful and understand the right language to say when we're talking about this. What kind of language do you prefer, or what like terms should I say or stay away from?
Yeah, so I get that question so much.
Mhm.
There's three terms that are used to define dwarfs, little people, or midgets,
Mhm.
right? So I would say this is what I tell everyone. If you just see like a random person in a supermarket, do not go up to them and say, "Oh my God, you're a midget,"
Right.
because they might kick you in the balls, speed bag your balls, break your kneecaps or something. You never know. But if you are in entertainment and you're referring to something in entertainment, I would say it's a pretty safe bet that midget would be the term to use for entertainment specifically.
Okay.
So, for example, there's midget wrestling,
Yeah.
right? That's one of the companies I personally work for is
Mhm.
Micromania. Micromania is a midget wrestling company. Now, some other companies in the world, they use micro wrestling, right? Just to get around the fact that even TikTok won't allow you to say midget.
Really?
Yeah, so it's like a lot of the companies, they specifically use micro or dwarf because of TikTok specifically, because they won't let you say midget. Like if you're on a TikTok live stream and you say the word midget, they'll turn off your
They're
live stream.
strict.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is it more sensitive now than ever? Like, is it more controversial of what terminology to use, or has it always been the case like that?
Yeah, so it's definitely been one of those things where it's like some people get offended at it, some people don't.
Mhm.
We've actually had, so I do Micromania every Wednesday through Saturday night at the Nerd Bar here on Fremont Street.
Oh yeah, we saw that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I do that, and we've had so many people come and complain, "Oh my god, I can't believe you say midget.
Mhm.
I can't believe you called them a midget, this and that. I can't believe you use that on all your merchandise. We have merchandise that says save a horse, ride a midget." You know?
That's awesome.
stuff like that. But it's like every single time we've had a complaint,
Mhm.
it's a tall person.
Right.
Yeah,
Somebody
okay.
from outside that community.
Yeah, it's like a tall woman with like purple hair or something like that.
And then that's actually, I'm glad you brought up the tall person. So in regards to like talking about me, Garrett, or Julie, like, is it tall person? I don't want to say that we're normal sized. I feel like that's disrespectful. I feel like that's
Well, if it was up to me, I would call you all biggers.
That's hilarious.
But you have to enunciate the B a little bit.
You're gonna be
harder.
misheard
Sure,
one
yeah.
day.
Oh,
sure
I've been
you're not
misheard
mumbling.
before. I've been misheard
Oh my
many times where it's like, what did you say?
Are you a good wrestler or are you a bad wrestler? Like, do you win?
I win a lot, yeah.
Okay.
I do win a lot. I would say I play more of the bad guy.
There's a
Oh, you're the
term, for it,
heel. You're
right?
the heel.
Yeah.
If I'm gonna fight a girl, I'm not gonna be nice about it.
I feel like that's
I
the
fight
perfect time
women
to
a
be
lot.
mean
This is honest.
You know, I fight women a lot. I'm gonna make some fun. I'm gonna twist some titties. You know.
That's mean. You can't do that.
Yeah, you can.
That's why he's the heel.
No one's allowed to tell me I'm not. you know?
Exactly. He's the heel. He can do what he wants. The cards that were dealt to you in life, you're just leaning straight into it, and you're coming with such a great positive attitude, and you should. But I love the fact that you're not only taking advantage of it, but you're making money from it too. Like
Yeah.
you're successful with it. That's awesome.
And that's kind of why I started Only Dwarfs again, because it's like I do have the passion for like entertainment and being able to take advantage of your dwarfism.
Yeah.
Because so many, I would say, people are brought up in the sort of ideology or idea with dwarfism that, hey, you should try to be like everybody else.
Right.
Don't let anybody call you anything but a normal human being. You know, so many parents teach their kids that, you know, they need to be just like everyone else.
Mhm.
You know, they're like, oh no, you're a human. Don't let anyone call you a dwarf. You're just like everyone else. You could do exactly what everyone else can do. And the thing is, we can't do everything that everyone else can do. You know, most 90% of dwarves, I don't know the statistics, but most dwarves can't walk or run as far as everyone else.
Right.
And it's like very well known. So it's like, no, we cannot do everything. Now, I'm not saying there's not dwarves who have ran marathons and done amazing physical feats, but we're not as capable as everyone else. We can't go, and I know people who've worked at like fast food, for example, right? But we can't do everything. We can't do every job in fast food. We can't reach the fryers, you know, they can't do everything. So it's like one of the reasons there's so many dwarfs in entertainment is because that's like the best opportunity for them.
Where did you get this mindset? Like, were you raised with this mindset? Do you have parents or guardians that kind of help you with this, or where did you get this from?
No, my parents were more on the idea of just like let them figure it out sort of thing. So it's like they originally, you know, sent me to like private schools and whatnot, you know, because they were like, oh, we don't want him to get bullied, right? But I believe it was about 5th grade that I realized, hey, that's actually not a good idea for myself. And like I sort of even thought about it at this young of an age. I'm surprised I did,
You're
because
10 years old then.
yeah, I was thinking about it. I was like, no, I shouldn't be going to private school because I'm going to not learn how to sort of be treated.
Once you're out in the
Once I go out into the real world, I'm going to not understand it. You know, it's like and I still struggle with it, but I would say I basically I put my foot down. I said, I'm not going to private school for another year. You need to send me to public.
Yeah.
You know, and so I literally, they, you know, punished, whatever, all that, and
Yeah.
I just stuck with it.
Stood your ground.
Yeah, I stood my ground, and I waited, and they finally said, "Fine,
Good.
we're sending you to public school." So it's like I finally went to public school, and I got bullied, and but then I also learned, humor
Yep.
is a very, very, very good deterrent for bullying, especially self-depreciating humor. It's like well, I wouldn't even call it self-depreciating. I'm just I'm just making jokes because they're funny.
Yeah.
But it's like just being able to use that as sort of like, oh, someone makes fun of you for being small.
Mhm.
It's like, okay, yeah, I know, and
Yeah.
Right.
Well fucking said. So tell me about some of the more common bookings that you guys have with Only Dwarfs.
So
I'm
we
assuming St. Patty's is pretty busy for you.
Yeah, so that would be the primary one. We get a lot of leprechaun requests.
Mhm.
So, for example, we're going to be in like Hennessy's Tavern, Rira. Those are two of the biggest Irish bars
Sure.
in Vegas.
What else other than St. Patrick's Day? Do you guys like bachelor parties? I'm assuming.
Oh
or
yeah,
just-
bachelor and bachelorette. So we have like male strippers,
Mhm.
female
Heyo.
strippers,
Heyo.
all under 5 foot.
Yeah.
And we're like the biggest sort of producer of midget strippers in Las Vegas.
You are just leaning right into it, man. Good for you.
The most recent one that we've done that has been really popular lately, ever since I had a video go viral, dwarf tossing.
Yes. So talk to me about dwarf tossing because, and while you're talking, I want to pull this up here.
Yeah, so I made a video strictly because I had so many people asking me questions. Because dwarf tossing in the past, I would say it hasn't been done right.
It's a bit controversial.
It is controversial, but it's controversial because of just the safety aspect of it.
Sure.
There's just issues with people kind of just showing up, getting thrown onto an air mattress, bouncing off that air mattressing, dislocating an elbow or something. It's like no one's ever been seriously hurt. Now, I just said dislocating an elbow as an example. Like no one's been recorded to actually have gotten hurt from it. There was one time in Florida, right, that a dwarf was drunk and got in a fight outside of a bar, and he got in an actual fight, unrelated to dwarf tossing
Okay.
and or anything. He's never done it. He never did anything. He got in a big fight, and whoever he was in a fight with was a tall person. They picked him up and threw him, and he landed on his head and died.
Oh,
Mm.
when was this?
This was probably like a while ago.
All right. So this
Ye-
wasn't related to you.
no,
Nothing.
no.
But is that why?
But that's
people
yes. So
don't-
in Florida, they then went and said no more dwarf tossing. It's banned. And
Okay.
if you're at a venue that sells alcohol, you will be fined like $2,000 if you ever do anything like that in a alcohol related venue.
Sure. So in Nevada, then what's the deal with allowing it? Not allowed?
No,
no issues.
there's never been anything mentioned.
Mhm.
It's never had an issue. It's been done in the past in Vegas a lot.
Do you guys offer that as a service?
Yes,
Like
yes.
you guys are cool with that?
That's actually one of that. Well, that's one of the reasons is like I saw all the sort of like ways it's been done in the past, and it wasn't safe in my opinion.
How far away is the mat or whatever they're landing on from? where the
We
toss?
we tell people they have to be within 2 feet
Okay.
of where their feet are, so it's like it's very close. But that's also the issue. So now these people are just trying to throw as hard as possible because they maybe think, oh, this person's heavy.
Yeah.
Let me try to just use all my strength, right? Then the person goes flying over the mat or something like that, or the air mattress, and
Yeah.
then they hit the ground, and now they're, again, it's dangerous.
Mhm.
It's the way that dwarf tossing's been done in the past is dangerous. It's not safe whatsoever. So that's where when I said, okay, I want to offer this as a service, but I also want to make sure it's officialized, it's safe, and everything else. I said we're getting rid of the just throwing onto a random mattress. What I did is I had a custom built dartboard made.
Okay.
Basically I would say it's 6.5 to 7 feet wide, depending on how much you inflate it.
Good size.
Yeah, so about a 7-foot dartboard that has it's actually it's one of those tubes that you pull behind boats.
Okay.
Mm.
So it's like it's also like 5 or 6 times as more durable
Yeah.
than a air mattress. 'Cause
Okay.
an air mattress will pop all the time.
Oh, sure.
But this is made for like getting slammed on the waves
Yeah.
and like getting pulled behind a boat, so it's super durable.
Have you been tossed in that new harness?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
you-
It's comfortable. It's
Yeah.
super comfortable. It's custom made for us. It has a giant it's a giant basically fabric thing on the front of you,
Mhm.
so it has a lot of support for your chest, so you're no longer just being picked
Good.
up by like
Yeah.
the crevices of your body. The handles are very, very, very durable,
Mhm.
and it's just 10 times better.
Is that your most common request when people are asking for your services, or what's the most common request? that-
No, I would say the most common is like midget strippers or leprechauns. Yeah.
So funny.
That we do the dwarf tossing a lot, and that's more of an event that we're going to start actually promoting here in Vegas weekly.
Really?
Yeah, so we're going to start doing weekly events. Dwarf tossing will probably start moving around different bars of Vegas, doing a little tour in Vegas though. Where it's basically you could come, tickets start at $100, and you can buy a ticket. You could go throw a dwarf 3 times and try to get the high score. And if you want to do it again, then it's just $100 extra again, and you could keep getting
Oh, you'd make bank.
yeah, well, but the cool thing is 50% of the actual tickets to buy or to throw the dwarves goes to the person that you're throwing.
Okay.
Yeah,
wow,
so
that's pretty cool.
they get paid and compensated very well.
Yeah.
A lot of people are always like, "Oh, are you paying them well?" I'm like, "Yes, they're getting paid more than most Americans."
That's awesome. Good for you. Has there ever been a request that you guys have turned down before?
Yes, we've turned down very many requests. It's mostly just been people that are joking, I hope.
Yeah. Oh, about like weird stuff? Like,
Yeah, it's like just weird stuff, or they're like, "Hey, I want you to come perform for me." I'm like, "Okay, how many people are in your party?" "No, it's just me in my apartment." I'm like, I'm not going to send anyone to some guy's apartment
Yeah,
to
that
perform
seems
in front
dangerous.
of just yeah, exactly. I'm not like just like no matter how much you want to offer, I'm not sending anyone to that. And
So the talent that you have a wide variety of talents.
Yeah.
I've seen Donald Trump impersonators. I've
Yeah.
seen obviously the dancers, the strippers. Does your talent come to you and say, "This is what my expertise is," or do they come to you and say, "Hey, I'm a blank slate. You tell me what to do"?
We have both. So I have people, basically come to me all the time and say, "Hey, I would love to be listed on the website." This I am really good at, for example, Donald Trump. He's super good at it.
Sorry.
He's super good at being a Donald Trump impersonator. It's hilarious. I would hire him myself if I wasn't in the business.
Mini Trump standing at 4'5".
Yep. And he's the best at his job. He's quite literally the best Trump impersonator I've seen, period. And bachelorette parties we actually get more of than bachelor parties here in Vegas.
Do you really?
Yeah. So we'll have our guys go down there, dress as a mini cop, arrest the girls.
That's awesome. I would have expected it to be the reverse, but I also just
Yeah,
assumed
that-
that
that's-
bachelor parties are more popular here.
Yeah, that's actually sort of the business idea that I was going into. Like, oh, I shouldn't be focusing on bachelorette parties. I should be focusing on advertising to bachelor parties.
Sure. I could see that you're in great shape. Do you work out because of all the wrestling and everything you do?
Yeah, I do. I do work out. I go on runs as much as I can. Again, like I said, most dwarfs have problems running or walking far, but I go as hard as I can. I try to push myself. But then, yes, I also do wrestling 4 nights a week, and that's a pretty decent work.
Great cardio.
Yes, extremely good cardio. So that's pretty much the length of my workout because it's not easy. We're not just like dancing.
Yeah.
You're
actually
we're getting thrown at, like we're actually fighting each other for the most part, and we're getting a workout out of it.
Yeah, the other days are recovery.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. No, the other days are recovery. It's like, oh my gosh, I can sleep 8 hours tonight.
I saw that boxing match that you were in. That, by the way, let me just state for the record, you got robbed.
I got one.
That was some bullshit.
Robbed. Yeah.
That referee should be investigated. I think there should be a rematch. I would love BigHead to be the biggest sponsor on that match too.
Yes,
when it happened.
I would love a rematch. I've actually talked to people about it. I was like, we need to get a rematch.
Was that the only boxing match you were in?
So that's the only officialized one that I've done. Like I said, I've done Fight Circus a lot.
Yeah, sure. Was that Joe Rogan clip legit too, or did you cut that in? Or did you splice?
I actually didn't make that Fight Circus thing.
Really? I was gonna say.
I just got added as a collaborator to that.
Explain to us what that video is. I don't think Julie's seen it.
I have not.
So that was something else we did. That was that's called Midget in a Barrel.
Julie,
what is midget in a barrel?
Hold on, Julie. I want you to try to explain what you think that is.
Okay, my best guess, and maybe this is just my childhood. When you're a kid and you find a tire, and you get in the tire, and then you roll all the way down the hill.
Okay, I see what you're doing.
It's like that, but in a barrel.
That's actually not a bad guess.
Okay.
But what is it?
Yeah.
Okay, so
explain to Julie what that is.
Midget in a Barrel is a competition in a boxing ring or a wrestling ring where you have either 2 tall people or 2 dwarfs, or just 1 tall person and 1 dwarf.
Yeah.
And there's a giant barrel in one corner. Ding, ding, ding. It's the tall, bigger person It's the bigger's job to get the midget into the barrel.
He's fighting not to get in the barrel.
I was gonna say, what's the defense? What's the
Squirm,
Squirm, wiggle.
squirm, run around, go under,
Knees.
go under their legs. You know,
I didn't see
trip them.
I didn't see the ending. Did you win or no?
Yeah, I did that round.
You're a little feisty. I saw you kick your legs and like stop from going in the barrel and stuff like that. I
Yeah,
like that.
yeah. So it's like basically don't get in the barrel. The second your feet touch the bottom of the barrel, or your hand or any part of your body touches the bottom, that's when you lose.
So it's a timed event.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's like basically how fast can the tall person get you in the barrel, and then can they, or do you come out victorious and you're not in the barrel?
That is so not what I thought.
Not even close.
Yeah.
But I like the
Thank
thought
you.
process.
And sometimes we did it once. They'll oil you up, so now you're slippery.
That's awesome.
That's impossible. They would never be able to. I would never be able to.
You know who would be a good candidate for that? I did see on your website that you have a mini ditty
Oh,
Did he?
we
holding
do have
a
a mini
bottle
ditty.
of oil.
That's one of our impersonators is Mini Diddy.
Is that one of the more common one or commonly requested ones now, or not so much?
He would be if he could be, but he does Micromania
Oh, okay.
4 days a week in Vegas, or not in Vegas. He's on tour most of the time.
Okay.
So there's 3 Micromania tours, one on the West Coast, one in Vegas, and one on the East Coast. And he's almost always on the West Coast, which means he's not in one place to be able to even be.
Mini Diddy.
Yeah, but if he was in Vegas permanently, I
Yeah.
guarantee he would be
Like,
very
Controversial hire right there.
I like the controversy. Bring it on.
I know we base everything we do around controversy.
Yeah.
As you should. It gets people talking. It gets
works.
people engaged.
Exactly.
It's all about that. Well, this is awesome. So share with us 2 things. 1, how can we get more info on Only Dwarfs? And then 2, where can we see you more commonly around town?
So 1, you can hire and see all of our talent roster on our Instagram and our website. Our Instagram is at Only Dwarfs Official,
Mhm.
and our website is www.onlydwarfs.com. And all of it's spelled with a W or DWARFS, not VES, which most people think. But like VES just looks like the mythical Lord of the Rings dwarves. So we went with FS.
We don't want that. And then where can they find? First of all, where are you specifically going to be on St. Patrick's Day?
Specifically, I will be working for Micromania at the Nerd Bar.
Nerd Bar.
I will be fighting as the Fighting Irish, which is what I actually do anyways because I have red hair.
You do have red.
My entire wrestling persona is the Fighting Irish. I'm a
Yeah.
leprechaun. I'm like an angry leprechaun. Or I wouldn't call myself angry, just mischievous.
Yeah.
But so I'll be fighting there. I will also be at Hennessy's Tavern. And then during the daytime, you can find me on Fremont Street.
That's incredible. You're a busy man. You
Yes.
married? You got kids? What's the deal?
I'm not. I'm not married, and I do
You
not
dating?
have kids. I am not. I do not actually. I prefer not to.
You don't like to date at all.
I would prefer not to because I strictly just am trying to build companies and trying to grind right
Good
now.
choice.
Well done.
Until I am as to my level of that I consider successful,
Mhm.
then I will consider it.
Good for you.
Sorry,
Well said.
ladies.
Sorry, ladies.
I can't go up on you just yet.
Oh my god.
I'm sure you have so many one-liners just stored in that database of yours.
All in here.
I love it. Well, this is awesome, Ryder. You're a rock star. I'm gonna come see you at Micromania.
All right.
We're definitely gonna use your services here on the show in the future for sure. I
Can't wait.
want to see Mini Diddy, and I missed the exit, so I'm doing the outro one more time.
Oh my god.
Because I was talking so much. I have so much to say to Ryder.
Say less.
I will not say this. Don't tell you what to do. Well, this is awesome. Ryder, thank you again. OnlyDwarfs.com. Catch new episodes of Hey Big Head on HeyBigHead.com. Julie, you have any last words you want to say to our boy?
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. That was awesome.